Oh, it's so touching again. Again with the feels, man. Why? Oh, why are they doing this to me, Rooster Teeth? Oh my god. Oh. I'm gonna have to watch it again, the last part of it, because it's just too good. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go to one part and then I'm gonna go to another part because this is some crazy stuff. Oh my goodness. This is some crazy what they're showing us. Oh my goodness. Hold on, I'm gonna get to it. It's a crazy scene what I just saw. Come on, hurry up. I gotta get to that scene again because, oh, my first reaction was so insane. Oh, this is such a good episode. Oh man. So now they're gonna show that scene where Weiss and Yang are outside, and I'm watching the scene where Weiss and Yang are outside, and Raven told them, "Look what Ozpin did to me," and she just told him about Salem and all this stuff. But this is the scene that's so crazy. So this totally, I was so excited and hyped at this scene right here and what they're about to show. Oh, you see the raven that flew by, and it's like I've seen that raven before. I've seen that before, and then all of a sudden, oh no, it doesn't belong to Raven. It is Raven. It shows her flying, and she turns into a raven. Oh, it's such a cool shot. I was like looking at this, like, oh my goodness, they're gonna do it. Is she gonna actually show them that she can turn into a raven? And I was like, holy shit. That was so cool. And then she just creates a portal. Oh my goodness. This was such a bad A scene. I love that scene. That was so cool. Raven turned into a raven, flew around, and then turned into her raven, like to herself. Her name's Raven, but she turned into a raven, a bird. And she said that Ozpin had cursed her and Crow. So Ozpin cursed them to turn into birds, which is so crazy. That's true. Raven just said, can you really trust someone who's told so many lies or holds so many things from you? Holds so many truths from you? Sorry, I'm almost hyperventilating because of the hype and the craziness. Oh my goodness, with what I just saw. And now Yang's gonna go through the portal. Oh my goodness. Ooh, she's right. Yang said you're not so kind this time either. And it's like, I know. Raven said I know. But at least she was kind enough to let you through to create a portal for you. And this is the scene where Crow is looking for people to join his cause, and he's thinking Raven showed up, but instead Yang and Weiss shows up. Oh, oh, this is it. This is the scene that really got me. Oh my goodness. No, my heart. Stop it. You guys can't do this to me, Rooster Teeth. Why? I'm sorry I'm hyperventilating because it's so touching. I have been waiting for this scene for so long. I have been waiting for Raven, I mean, not Raven, for Ruby and Yang and Weiss to get together. I've been waiting for Team Ruby to get together again. Fine, you take over. And drop the teapot. Knew it, called it. I called it when I saw this that she's gonna drop the teapot. Oh. Oh. Yes, finally. And then Ruby sees her robot arm. Oh, say she gave it. She. Oh. Yes, finally. Yang hugs Ruby. The music. Oh, finally, yes. Yang says, I love you to Ruby. Because Ruby said, I love you first in Volume 3. And then these three, freaking like Jean, Ren, and Nora, don't go crazy. They're just smiling, which is a good thing, but they don't go crazy. Like, how the did you get in here? How the heck did you guys get here so quick? And then Weiss, get in there, Weiss. Yes, get in there, Weiss. You need a hug. Yes, yes. Oh my god. I was like, you better show them hug. You better show them hug. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. Why? They had to show that. Oh, the feels are real, man. The feels are so real. Oh, my God. And then I gotta go back to another part. I'm gonna go back to another part when 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 Crow's looking for he's recruiting people. Shows the first scene he's recruiting some people. It's so funny though. Because at first I see him right here walking in, and I thought, okay, they're not showing anyone. It's in a bar, so it's possibly Crow. But I thought it might have been Dr. Watts or something. But then nope, there's Crow. Sorry, man. I'm almost hyperventilating because of just the feels. Having all of them back again. Oh, oh, they're probably gonna show Blake on in the last episode, maybe, or the penultimate episode, the like 11. But this is a funny scene. The guy's like, "Oh, so you're friends with this guy named Shion, huh?" And then he's about to knife the guy, knife Crow. He's like, "You tell that jerk. He better pay me for everything he owes me." Acquaintance. We're just colleagues. And he walks away. And then the music in this was terrifying. It's like ree ree. It's making this scary noise, and then it goes away once he's out. Once Crow's out of the bar. And at first it's like a horror film or something. Great start. Then he sticks the knife through the door. He's trying to hit Crow. This is funny though. Crow's like, "Do you know these people?" Showing him his scroll, and then he goes like to the next person. "Do you know this person?" "No." He leans back. Like, that's funny. He falls to his knees. That's so funny. Crow falls to his knees. Like, no. Oh man, that was a funny scene right there. Then you have this poor scene here where he knocks on the door, and the little girl shows up, or the guy shows up, and the little kid says, "Where's mommy?" And it's like, "Oh, well, she probably died. You don't know," but he's like, "Do you know where I'm looking for Heather?" And it's like, he doesn't say anything, and then the little kid shows up. Little kid shows up. Is like, "Daddy, you know where mommy is? Is mommy gonna ever come back? And does he know where mommy is?" And then you pretty much can put two and two together and figure, oh, she probably died, and she's never coming back. So he's like, "Sorry to bother you," and he just leaves. That's such a sad scene. Why you gotta be like that? Saying like, Rooster Teeth, man, RWBY's become very dark and bleak. I mean, as long as it has a happy ending. I mean, maybe, who knows? Maybe Montiome wanted a bad, sad ending, or maybe an in-between kind of ending where it's all dark and bleak, but and you might not get the happy ending you want, but you still get a happy ending, or kind of an in between where there's sad moments and even happy moments. But maybe everyone, like, it's a tragedy, but a more realistic version of life. How life isn't a fairy tale because they're all based off fairy tales. So maybe they're just all, they all die. Everyone dies, and it's not like a fairy tale where it's all happily ever after, because they're based off fairy tale stories. Even the Grimm fairy tales, which I have, the book, the Grimm fairy tales, I actually have it, and it's very dark and depressing. And then Crow comes back to that same guy, and it's like, you have a lot of nerve coming back, showing yourself again, and he goes, does that, how much does Shiro owe you? And then he hands him the card and lets him pay, so he pays him back. We've seen that part. And then this is the part where the Spring Maiden is pretty much Raven's personal B word. Like, you know what I mean? Personal bitch, excuse my language, but it's true. It's like she's pouring tea for for Raven. But Raven must be really strong to control Spring and put her in her place, because the maidens are supposed to be strong. I love that, Weiss. You're really obnoxious. I love that from Weiss. That's so good. But saying a story for a victory for one. So again, Ozpin must be the king. In the first Great War, Ozpin must have been the first king, and he has immortality. Or no, he was cursed by the gods, and he has to be reincarnated into a body. So his soul, his spirit, goes into another person's soul that is like-minded, like Oscar. And then, yeah, talking about huntsmen, huntresses, saving the world, and then, oh yeah, this part. Crow. So Raven said that Crow and Raven were trained to kill huntsmen and huntsmen. Yeah, didn't attend. Yeah, we learned to kill. We were taught to kill huntsmen. How crazy is that? So, so then Raven. So then Raven's a counterforce for huntsmen and Grimm, or to destroy. To destroy Grimm, and saying they're good, of course. And then I love the part where Raven says, oh yeah, what's the big secret? Is the part that's so crazy, saying that there's a new secret that you don't know about and you need to know. Then tell us, what's the big secret? What's so crazy that everyone else doesn't know? The creatures of Grimm have a master named Salem. And she can't be stopped, she can't be reasoned with, and she will not rest until humanity crumbles at her feet. Yep, and she's the first Grimm. Most likely, she's the first Grimm. Most likely, she's the first Grimm. That's what Ben said at Renegades React. I just want to give him the credit, because he said it and I believe him. I 100% agree with him and believe him, because that makes so much sense. She looks like a Grimm. Salem looks like a Grimm. So she must be the first Grimm that was created by that god, the evil god. There's two, the light god, the god of light, and the god of darkness. So the god of darkness must have created Salem at the beginning. Ooh, yeah, you made fun of, you said bad things about Tai. Yang doesn't like that. Don't you dare talk about my family like that. Yeah, that's right. Yang's not all about that. Yeah, you need to calm down before the Grimm start coming. But see, I like Weiss. Weiss is so, oh my goodness, get this out of here. But no, anyway. So yeah, Weiss is so level-headed. I mean, she's very level-headed. So, which is great, because Yang, when she sets her mind on something, you can't turn her away. You can't deter her off the path. When Yang sets her mind on something, she'll go for it. I mean, she's gonna go to RWBY. Yeah, Grimm, she's saying, and then she says that magic's real, the Grimm have a leader, and that you can bring people back from the dead, which means maybe Pyrrha could be brought back to life, which would be so crazy. I would love that because I love Pyrrha. I miss her so much. So maybe they could bring Pyrrha back. See, I doubt you know what Ozpin did to your brother and me, so or my brother and me, so Crow and Raven are cursed by Ozpin for some reason. But yeah, I like how Weiss is level-headed, but Yang can quickly, her emotions can easily catch her, off guard. See, I like that. Weiss asks, Yang, are you okay? Because, again, like I said, Weiss is so level-headed, or cool-headed, or level-headed or cool-headed, you know what I mean? She's very calm, and she's trying to keep Yang calm. Yeah, talking about we have dust semblances, but there's no such thing as magic. Oh, nope, you're wrong. I believe in magic, magic. I got the magic in me. And then a raven? I've seen that bird before. Maybe belongs to your mom. Nope, it is Raven. This is so crazy. Like I said, this is what I reacted to. I couldn't believe this when I saw this. I'm like, she's actually gonna show him. Are you kidding me? No, no way, no way. And then it's just beautiful. Oh, beautifully shot. That is so cool. She just completely shows him. How would you do that? It's like, well, I could explain to you, or you can talk to or you can talk to Crow, or you can ask your uncle. And she creates a portal, and we saw that part. And then I'm giving you a choice and saying it's not gonna be that easy. And then next time you see me, I'm not gonna be so easy on you or nice to you. It's like, well, you weren't nice this time. It's like, but she still is. She sort of was nice because Raven opened a portal for her. She could have not opened the portal. Fine, you take over. I like that cooking scene. I was like, and again, I totally called it when Ruby was gonna drop the teapot right there. Knew it. I called it. So called it. And then I was so touched by this. I mean, seriously. Oh, I want to cry so bad. I'm so happy that Ruby and Yang are finally together. I mean, and Weiss too. Weiss, Yang, and Ruby. Oh my goodness. Now it's just Blake. Oh. Oh, so happy. Yang needed to say that because Ruby said it first. In Volume 3, she said that. Oh, and then. Oh. But they got a lot of explaining to do. A lot of explaining to do. Oh, and there's Weiss. And I was like, you better show Weiss hug them. Like, come on, Weiss, you gotta hug Ruby. And I was like, yes, do it. You better show this scene. I was afraid they were gonna cut to black and not show it. But then, yes, they showed him hug. Oh. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so happy about that. Oh, I'm so happy. That was such a good scene. But then they got a lot to talk about because think about it. Now we heard that there's magic that exists because of the maidens. We know that Salem exists, Salem, the Grimm follow a leader named Salem, and she's most likely the first Grimm. Then Raven said you can bring people back from the dead, which means, again, Pyrrha might be able to come back to life, which is so cool. Yay. Sorry. I'm just hyperventilating because that's such a beautiful scene. Oh, if you want to see my original reaction, go check out the video. This is just the commentary video, but I have the link down below, the Google link to my reaction. But then also, I got a lot to talk about. I mean, once Crow talks, and explains what Raven said, then Yang and Weiss would be like, oh wow, so Raven was telling us the truth. And then Ozpin is going to, talk through Oscar. He's going to take over and talk to them and tell them, sorry, girls, I wasn't completely honest with you. And then have to explain everything to them. Because, is that true? Did you curse Crow and Raven? I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to ask. And what bothers me is, oh gosh darn it, I don't like this. I hate to call them stupid, but reactors on YouTube who go, oh, I don't think Crow turns into a crow, or Raven turns into a raven. They do. They don't have to necessarily show you. But this definitely confirms it. That Raven turns into a raven because she was cursed by Ozpin for some odd reason. Wonder why. Anyway, so we got that confirmation, even though I knew it. It's clearly Raven is named Raven and she can turn to a raven, and Crow's named Crow and he can turn to a crow. I didn't question it, I just accepted it. It's just like Blake with 4 ears. Some reactors, like Micah from Renegades React, he doesn't like that. He thinks, why does Blake have cat ears here but human ears here? It's like, well, so what? Just accept it. I mean, it's a story. I mean, yeah, sure, you can question things, but I accept it. I mean, maybe her human ears she can hear with, and she can also hear with her cat ears. Her cat ears, though, are just more acute. So it's really cool, and she can just, I guess, kind of filter out sound. If she wants to listen carefully, she can use her cat ears, and if she wants to use her human ears, she can use her human ears. I don't know. Anyway, point is that getting back to other things Raven said just other things that came to me is now. Yang and Weiss are definitely, and even RWBY, once they get the whole story in from Ozpin, hear from Ozpin and Crow, then they'll probably question things and wonder what's going on. And then Ozpin, he can start teaching Yang to get stronger, and and Ozpin can start teaching Weiss to get stronger, do those training sessions and get stronger and stronger and build them up. And then Blake is going to be the last one to show up. They might bring them together by the chapter 11 or maybe chapter 12, who knows. Maybe the last episode is going to be them all coming together. Or, oh my god, don't do this, Rooster Teeth. Please don't do this, Rooster Teeth. I'm afraid they're going to do this. They're going to wait and hold out until the last episode, and they're going to wait until the end credits scene. I bet you $1,000,000 that it's the end credits scene that's going to show Blake, Weiss, Yang, and RWBY all coming together, joining up, and hugging. That'll probably be the ending scene. I hope not. It better be early. It actually might not. They could do that, or they might have them meet up and all reunite at the last episode, and then, so end it on a happy note, but then the end credit scene is going to be another surprise, maybe they'll show who the Summer Maiden is, or the Winter Maiden. They might show another maiden. A reveal that the maiden shows up, a maiden shows up, and it's like, oh, I don't know. But again, I also mentioned this earlier, real quick in another video. What happened to Jean's sisters? Because Jean talks about his sisters. He has 7 or 8 sisters. He's got a lot. And yet, they haven't mentioned anything like where he lives, where they live, where his family is. I mean, isn't Jean remotely afraid or thinks about his family? He hasn't really talked about his family, oh, I hope my sisters are doing okay. Because, or his mom and dad. Maybe they're safe in some village. I don't know. But once that episode shows up, I can't wait for that to see all of Jean's sisters. Anyway, I'm guessing they're all older. I don't know. Or maybe he's the eldest, and he has all these younger sisters. I don't know. Anyway, so that's about it. full of emotion though, because I'm just so happy to see that they're all back together. Oh, because it hurt me so much when Yang lost her arm, and then she didn't want to talk to Ruby, and then Ruby said, "I love you." Oh, it hurt. And now finally Yang says, "I love you" back to her. But like I said, I like how Weiss is very clear-headed, level-headed, cool, calm, collective. She's not gonna cause a panic because then the Grim would come and show up, so that was a good thing. Anyway. Sorry, I got almost hyperventilated, like I said, because just the hype is real. Is even. Oh, I gotta get a bag. Oh man, the emotions are real. But thanks guys for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button for me, subscribe. Oh, I'm lightheaded right now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Watch my original reaction in the link down below. Thanks guys. Bye. Man.